Hey, how's it going? It's December 16th, 2022. This is your Daily Sweet Talk. Um, I've said in the past how I like Epic Rap Battles of History. They're one of my favorite channels, one of my favorite artists. Peter and Lloyd have created some very good videos throughout the years. Very good tracks with their team. Um, and with that success has come many imitators. Now, there's other rap battle series on YouTube that aren't, I wouldn't necessarily say are inspired or are ripping off Epic Rap Battles of History. There was Whitney Avalon's Princess Rap Battles. That I think that was Whitney Avalon. There was also the Ladies of Rap series. I think from back in the day. I think that's what it was called. Um, so there are other things like that. Cartoon beatbox battles. That's clearly inspired by, but I think it's enough of a different take that I wouldn't call it a ripoff. But of course, there's also channels like that are fan channels of Epic Rap Battles history. Video game rap battle is probably the most notable one. Um, uh, there's one literally called ERB parodies, I think, and there's all the really like low, not, I won't say low quality, but like lower end, like in notoriety and stuff, battles that are just like cut out PNGs of cartoon characters saying lines at each other over a beat. Um, so there's a lot of channels like this. It's like a whole genre of channel on YouTube, whole genre of video. Lots of like parodies of those types of videos as well. And it's a really interesting corner of YouTube. It's gotten to the point where there are some really good, really high quality channels that are literally just like they're just doing epic rap battles of history. Um, One notable one I've seen recently, they have like over 100,000 subscribers now. Freshy Canal, which I think is one person who produces a lot of different battles with different groups of people. Um, and I think what's cool about these channels, I'll give them this, is that Epic Rap Battles of History is really they really try to pick like good matchups that they're picky about the matchups, which is good. They're picky about a lot of their decisions. They put a lot of thought into what goes into producing the battles, and I won't say these channels don't do that, but in terms of the matchups, they're not as picky when it comes to that. For example, Squid Game versus Mr. Beast is one of the most famous ones they've done that I've seen. Dream versus Nagito Kameda. That's a Danganronpa character, I think. So they'll just do like anything that I mean, people will click on these because they're like, all right, I want to see what this is. I want to I want to see what happens with King Julian versus King Louis. These are all Freshie Canal. Oh, because I searched Freshie Canal. That's why. Um, and yeah, I mean, it is interesting to see what happens, and this channel in particular puts a lot of work into it, and I think it goes to show like how impressive what Epic Rap History accomplishes, because even with all the work that these higher end channels do, is still there's still a fair bit of I don't know how else to say this, cringiness to it. And I'm not gonna lie, there's that is there with some Epic Rap Battles of History videos as well, particularly the older ones. Um, but when they hit really hard. And I'm not, these channels do hit. I just saw one that was actually pretty good. It was Edgar Wright versus Wes Anderson. Honestly, pretty good. They did a good job with that. But it's still like, it still feels like a fan video. I don't think anyone is really going to be able to get to that level that Epic Rap Battles of History has gotten to. But it's a really interesting corner of YouTube. Um, and I credit where credit is due. They do put a lot of work into these videos, and it's not for nothing. They do a good job a lot of the time, but it's really hard to get to the level that Epic Rap Battles history is at. Like, That's next level stuff to me.